What's up, everybody? 2021 is officially in the books. Before we move on into everything that 2022 has in store, I want to take a look back at some of the TikToks and YouTube shorts that we created on this channel. Maybe not the most view-getting ones that we've made, but maybe just some of my favorites. But guys, I'm just really looking forward to what's in store for 2022. But first, let's take a look back at some of my favorite TikToks and YouTube shorts from 2021. People have been asking me how I was able to drop 81 kills in a single game. So let me set the record straight right now. Was it some super secret loadout? Was it my movement? Was I able to rotate that much better than the other players? Did I play on controller or keyboard and mouse? None of that is important. The one thing you need to know about me is I'm dyslexic. My viewers love my friend Dudley more than they love me at this point.
Is that Duds?
Yo, what's up?
Hi, Duds. Hello, Pep.
Duds, how are you? Duds, I love you. Oh, what up, Pip? The loadout for the best sniper in Warzone. But first, I need to get something off my chest. When I was in the 5th grade, we had just learned that 50 Nifty United States song, and when I went to the bathroom, I started singing it at the top of my lungs, not knowing people could hear me. When I came out, everybody, including the teacher, was laughing at me, and I was mortified. And this is where I need to come clean. The next day, I pretended to be sick and didn't come to school because I was still so embarrassed. Anyways, here's the best loadout for the SPR. Monolingual Surpriser, 26-foot barrel, Tectonic Laser, 28 optic, 208 Blint Stonks, 38 round speed mag, and the 600 feather bolt. Be honest, would your friends lose to me in the gulag?
Sort them out or capture the objective.
Here it is,
We win those! We win those! There's no true meta in Warzone right now. Basically, anything is viable, and anyone that tells you differently is a clown. So anyway, here's the build for the off-brand AK. First, you have the Monolingual Surpriser, you have the Kodiak Barrel, the Tectonic Laser, the Ranger Forge Rip, the 4 and 5 rounded mags, and the Vulcan 3.0 optic. 2 reasons why Warzone players are gods at Apex. First, the aiming is so much more fluid in Apex. It's like having aimbot. Just watch. There's no way! Second, the map is so much more simple and really easy to understand.
We're gonna be pinched and move back with me?
Oh,
Okay, or jump off, that's fine.
and those are 2 reasons why my friend Dudley is an absolute legend. 1, he's fearless. No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Oh my god, you gotta at least lay down. Oh my god, you crazy mother. Oh my god. And 2, well, just watch. To be fair, I don't think this lobby's very good.
Oh, that's your dude! Oh my god!
Here's the truth about Warzone and where we're headed. We all know that Verdansk got nuked and we got sent back to 1984, but we don't really know why, until now. You see, the map was nuked on April 21st, and that date is no coincidence. Because on April 21st, 1984, a different video game was released, and Activision is modeling Warzone around it. This is what Warzone's gonna look like down the road. Supply runs are the most useful contract. Let me explain. We dropped in lumber and I got in a gunfight right away. We downed each other. And for some reason, my friend Duds was 2,000 meters away. And after losing my gulag, they did a supply run and got me back. And I may or may not have gotten distracted by my chat.
Got you.
Oh! So they had to do another supply run. And that's why we all have that teammate that only has a 10% chance of winning their gulag. So we gotta prepare for life without them. But if they do make it out, then their feelings get hurt because you pinged a helicopter and a supply run. You didn't have faith in me? And then they decide to pout about it.
I'll do it.
But if you're seeing this video, you're that player. Because kids can't link atop ATC have always been a problem. Well, that is until now. Because the devs have given us a way to flank Little Freddy. What you're gonna wanna do is head over to the summit and head to the top of the radio tower. Once there, stand on the railing, tack sprint, and jump off and immediately start side gliding. Make sure you dodge these trees and make the 533 meter flight all the way down to the tower. You're gonna be able to land right on this ledge, but unlike me, you actually need to hit your shots and kill the camper because a beginner's guide to the gulag, brought to you by my friend Dudley. Step 1, be AFK for the first 10 seconds. Duds, what are you doing? You know you're in the green bug, right? Step 2, give out a fierce battle cry. Step 3, show that stanky waifu your best DJ Khaled.
We the best!
And that's the most underrated attachment in Warzone. Disclaimer, this is only for people with big egos who don't need to overcompensate for anything, if you know what I mean. On the AMAX, this thing reduces recoil from this to this. So yeah, size does matter. And good news, it still beams at range. So what's the attachment that'll help you mow down little Timmy and Billy? It's the compensator. And it's literally, Daniel said to me, if I get 5 kills, he'll text his crush right now. There's no way I'm letting this dude down. Because like DoorDash, I always deliver. We started off strong and I got this guy who was freer than a Krispy Kreme donut. And I tried reviving my friend, but like a bad plastic surgeon, I botched it. Oh no, I didn't get you. Because of that, I got sent to the googe, which didn't bother me, because that's basically a free kill. So we get our Lodi, we salt and pepper push these buildings by airport. And with 3 kills to go, damn it, Daniel, I'm sorry. Helicopters are the worst vehicles. I know everyone loves them, but hear me out. It's not because there's so few of them around the map, and it's not because they're fragile and can only take 1 hit. No, it's because apparently they're not a one-shot kill when you hit someone with it. What? I damaged him? And that's how I outsmarted my friend Dudley. He said to me,
Try to come downstairs.
so of course I run downstairs and go see what was up.
You can't. You can't.
But I had to prove him wrong. So I go back upstairs to try to find a way out, and after a few unsuccessful attempts to get out this window, I'm starting to fear that I'm actually trapped inside. So I do the only thing I can. And that's the 3-step process for trolling your teammates. Step 1, laser some stuff. Oh, I'm lasering. I'm lasering him. I'm lasering them. Step 2, embarrass the guy in the gulag. Step 3, after the game, confess your sins. Guys, I was trying to play a whole game without doing any damage.
That's what was happening.
The Warzone meta is changing, and holy it's insane. According to the reliable source COD Leaker TV on Twitter, some attachments are going to be available on more guns, and they attached this picture. You're looking at an SPR loadout with the Colossus suppressor, Romanian barrel, a sniper scope, the VLK stock, the striker rear grip, an 84-round mag, and oh, did I mention it shoots rockets? Meet my friend Duds. Usually he's not this gullible, but I just convinced him he can go invisible by cooking a grenade and hopping off this tall building. Check it out. Yeah, so like hold it like 1, 2, then hop off. There you go.
How did I do?
Now I feel bad because he did confess this to me.
When I hit the ground, I really thought I did it.
The Warzone meta is wide open, and here's why you should not fall in love with the Cold War guns like the Krig, the Farah, or the AK. There's a gun better than these with faster TTKs and manageable recoil. So what's the gun? Well, I call it the... but you probably know it as... unreliable! That's right, the AMAX. Attachments in the comments. The Striker 45 just got a silent buff in this week's Warzone update. Yes, you heard that right. The Striker 45 is going to be mowing people down, and this is usually the part of the video where someone's going to talk about all the attachments you're going to want to use, but it's important to know that this is a complete joke. I'm convinced that people watch the first 3 seconds of a video and comment something mean before the video is even finished. So from now on, do every creator a favor and watch the video all the way through, and be nice to those who don't watch it all the way. Before we get a new Warzone map, Verdansk has one more trick up its sleeve, and almost nobody has noticed. For the past 2 days, there's been a secret radio transmission all across the map. That's a beep, and it sounds like this. It's broadcast at regular intervals until you get closer to its source, which is coming from one of the old bunkers outside of Boneyard. If you go down the steps and get really close to the bunker door, you can hear a man faintly say,
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test.
Banging is something not enough people do. You have to practice to be good at it, and it may not always work, but when it does, it's downright fun, and it always puts a smile on my face. Honestly, nothing else feels quite as good. It's one of those skills that you need to practice and hone when you start to take a game more seriously and you want to take it to the next level. So that's what I mean when I say Warzone is too easy. So here's a way to make it harder. Every time you or a teammate die, to get bought back, you have to answer question correctly. It takes a sloth 2 weeks to digest its food.
Oh.
Just make sure you don't lose track of time.
Oh,
You deserve better teammates, so let me politely give yours a little pep talk. Stop throwing the loadout out in the open! Throw it into a house and let me get it through the ceiling! Things like this continue to happen to us! Why did you throw it out in the open? Oh boy.
hey, Pip, there's 3 above you.
All right, let's take a look at this and break it down. We're in a quads match. One teammate's already dead. The other 2 pinned down by AR fire. I just came back from the Gooj. All I have is a pistol. And as we just heard, there are 3 above me. I'm on the 2nd floor, meaning they're on the roof. They just flew in from this heli. Can't go back to the gulag, and I'm not a quitter, so I gotta put on my big boy pants because
it's about to go down.
I get to the top of the ladder and panic because there are, in fact, 3 of them. I'm a slow thinker, but it finally clicks. I juke left, then I make a beeline directly for the heli. I'm not a legend, but this was legendary. But then my friend Volts said to me, I beat Call of Duty Warzone. After over a year of trying and failing, I was the first one to finally do it. You see, I spent the last year rigorously training and grinding weapon XP so I could get the one-of-a-kind Chick-fil-A weapon camo for my Car 98 that's needed to defeat the final boss. So I loaded into Rebirth, climbed to the tippy top, did a 369 no-scope off the tower, and beamed the final boss. And with nothing left to do in Warzone, I decided to go on a date with Candace. So let me ask, does that deserve a follow? Because did supply runs get nerfed? This all started when my boy Duds grabbed one because I was DED dead. Oh no! With nothing more than lint lining his pockets, he proceeded to the buy station. And as soon as he got there, he got clapped by a little camping Carl. And as soon as the end credits started to roll on our movie, I respawned? Wait, what? But as quick as this started, it cut to black.
What?
What? So you tell me, this is the most broken weapon in Warzone. Hold up, I'm not buying it because a lot of these TikTokers present their opinions as facts. And I think it's time we do a refresher on what an opinion is and what a fact is. If I see a video that says, best AR in Warzone, you might think that this video is a fact, but that is actually an opinion. No one gun is going to be the best. To find the best for you, you need to take in consideration your skills, abilities, preference, and the gun's statistics. Now, on the other hand, if we want to look at a fact, I would say something like, your mom's a hoe. And I can back that up because I gave her my number last night and she's been texting me all day. And I'm literally tearing your family apart. And no, I'm not proud of it, but it's what's happening. Did you know that you could get stuck in an RCXD on Rebirth Island? I didn't know that until my friend Dudley picked one up and proceeded to be useless in the middle of a battle. And then 2 seconds later, I'm getting smacked up by a trio of Amazonian roses, and he's watching a movie on his iPad like,
This is so stupid.
and then a precision airstrike gets called literally right on top of him, and it doesn't do a damn thing. The only way to top the entire situation is for him to die and come back into the game like this.
You don't get at least 1 kill, you have a baby.
Oh,
So let me ask, on me? Oh God, oh that felt so good. Son, what are you doing in there? Further, further. I'm coming in! Son, are you? No, Dad, it's not what it looks like. Are you playing on keyboard and mouse? No, I promise it's not what it looks like. You know that this is a controller house. Pack your things, young man. You're going to stay with that Wii-using mother of yours. Now you're back at full plates. 200 IQ plays that even you can do. So we were rotating around Stadium, and I decided to zip up to get a better vantage point. But lo and behold, little Timmy and little Billy were camping at the top. They crack me, I hop off. My friend Dudley goes up and gets dropped. So he scoots off the edge, and this is where 200 IQ really kicks in.
catch me, catch me!
Nah, let him drop. Now look at all this beautiful loot. The fastest way to bring your whole team back. 200 IQ plays that even you can do. I was getting some games in with It's Just Yummy, and I needed to get him back and fast. So I grabbed this supply run and head to the buy station. And as I pull up, I see a little Andy at the buy. So I decided to throw my chopper at him. And this is where 200 IQ really kicks in. I hop in front of it to kill myself because resetting is really one free kill. 200 IQ plays that even you can do. I was in solo duos when this hipfire Harry started spraying at me. I didn't want to back down, so I said, I'll pick a fight, and went right at him. I easily downed him, and I took matters into my own hands. And this is where 200 IQ really kicks in. I cook a grenade and stare him down. We're dying together. Because misery loves company. What? He didn't even die! And that's how to give a bot loot as fast as possible after winning your gulag. 200 IQ plays that even you can do. The gas was coming in and my friend Duds got sent to the gooch. He makes it out alive and we had loot galore and our loadout on the ground. So he had to get down there fast. And this is where 200 IQ really kicks in. It might not always be practical, but that's how you get the biggest dick. 200 IQ plays that even you can do. I had a full team coming at me, ground loot, and 2 dead teammates, and 8K in my pockets. Instead of straight up losing a 3v1 and handing over all my cash, I decided to be petty. My teammate Goose says this.
They had the money, just in case you die so they can use it.
And this is where 200 IQ really kicks in. So I go and stash the money and lose the fight, and now I'm never get squad wiped again. 200 IQ plays that even you can do. We saw this team buy a loadout, so we got up on this roof and we were ready to fight, but so were they. I was knocked 3 times, so I knew we needed a way out. And this is where 200 IQ really kicks in. I think I have a play. Just listen to me real quick, okay? Look at me in the eyes. I know what to do here.
Jesus, if I'd have it!
And doing this, you'll Battle Royale baking, Warzone's only cooking show. I'm your host, Pip-Boy Chef, and on today's episode, we're gonna be making Bouncing Betty brownies. The ingredients we're gonna need today are 1 or 2 proximity mines, 1 spotter scope, 1 SUV, and 1 unsuspecting victim. Now let's get into the recipe itself. Step 1, preheat the loadout. The main thing we're gonna do here is make sure to grab your proximity mine and ghost if you want it. Step 2, we need to secure that spotter scope. You can get one of these at your local superstore, and while you're at it, make sure to grab enough cash for that loadout. Step 3, mix all the ingredients, place down those proximity mines right next to an SUV, retreat to a safe distance, watch through your spotter scope, and bake until done. Tune in next time for more. I was driving for DoorDash to make some extra cash when I got my first order of the day. This guy wanted some McDonald's, so he must have had a death sentence. So I go and pick up the order and make sure to plug in the address on my GPS.
In 500 feet, take a right and make sure you're fully plated.
I arrive at my destination and I go to give this man his food, but he notices the bag is open and half his fries are missing. So of course he's pissed and he throws the bag right in my face. And to add insult to injury, he didn't even tip. I might have done a bad thing and I need your help. I was playing some Iron Trials with my boy Duds. After putting approximately 56 bullets into this man's sternum, he gave me a very memorable hot mic.
Tu m'as jamais vu.
Now you're probably thinking, why is this so memorable? And it all comes down to, well, I don't know what language that is. I have no idea what the hell he just said. He could have given me a curse. He could have cussed me out. He could have given me a recipe for soup. Now I'm running away trying to think of what I just heard when his teammate hunts me down and puts me out of my misery. And I give him the same hot mic I just got. But now the only problem is, I'm worried that I said a bunch of no-no words. So I took to Google to translate it because I think it's French, but I'm not even positive of that, and it doesn't make any damn sense. So can someone help me out? Because this is the best part about coming back to Warzone. I flat out stopped playing back in July, but my friends talked me into getting some games in a few days ago. So what was the best part? It wasn't the aim assist, it wasn't the vibes, and it wasn't getting high kill games. No, it was having the homies show me they really missed me.
We're winning this game.
Whoa, whoa!
What are you doing, step bro?
How to be a bot 101. Part 1, the basics. First, we need to start with having the worst classes available. More on that later. Next, we'll want to aim down sight, but decide to switch to our secondary weapon. And now when we begin firing, we have to miss every single shot. And you remember that bad class that I mentioned? Now's where we pull out our noob tube stun grenade, of course missing again. And when we realize we have no shot, we make the slowest escape possible. And of course, we wouldn't want to end this tutorial without getting smacked.
Part 2 coming tomorrow. So that's How to Be a Bot 101. Part 3, Advanced Movement. When we're getting around town, we're gonna wanna cross in the most wide open areas as possible. And notice, tack sprinting is not an option. And then when we come around corners, we're gonna be standing as big as a bear. That way we can scare off the enemy. And we've already discussed aiming in our prior videos. Then to escape, you throw a thermite right at your feet and close the door. And if you think that this takes years of practice to master, think again. How did you get away from that?
I have no clue because I'm smart. I like to fart.
And that's How to Be a Bot 101 Part 2, Taking on the Enemy. First, we need to get up into the highest point to get a good lay of the landscape. When you are shot, you're gonna give out a fierce battle cry. Then, of course, you're gonna roll around like a slug while you plate, and then when you do see an enemy, aim at them for approximately 10 seconds before peppering them with one bullet and making a speedy getaway. What's the plan? Running away? What's the plan?
Oh no! I don't know!
Follow for part 3 coming tomorrow. And that's keyboard and mouse is definitely easier than controller. I've been a controller player for all my life. And earlier this month, I decided to take a dip into keyboard and mouse. And not gonna lie, I kinda shred. Take this game for example. I was on an absolute burner, pushing my PR. And I think I would've got it, had it not been for a camper. So that's why I think, this is why I'm not trick-or-treating ever again.
Coming! Well, hello!
Trick or treat!
I love your costume! This is what we're giving out this year!
Oh, what the is this?
Ha! Trick, bitch!
I was getting the doctor recommended 8 hours of sleep when I started to have one of those dreams where you were falling. Except I wasn't just falling, I landed. It was a world full of gumdrops and rainbows and rocks that you couldn't climb over. It seemed in this dream that I was on my way to a magical treasure chest with armor that was fit for a knight. And I realized it was my duty to slay all of the bad motherfuckers in this land. So I made my way over to the castle and a dragon snuck up behind me and lit me on fire. I ran outside to see if I could find him, but didn't see anything. So I sprinted back inside and found a bandit in the castle. I yelled, "Have at thee!" and quickly dismantled him. His teammate was quick enough to get away, but I sentenced the other man to death. After hearing of his death sentence, his friend came to chase me down, but I easily parried his maneuver and sliced him right in the back. Content with my medieval mediocrity, I stayed fast asleep in my bed, where, how I met the most toxic Warzone player of all time. I was running in some solos when I went to the dealership and got in this car. My spidey sense was tingling and I said,
"That's suspicious."
So I hopped out and blew it up and figured it was some camping little
gentleman.
So I get off and play with my Verdoink and get a bounty. And it brings me right back to where I was. I go up approximately 267 flights of stairs when I hear my bounty hop off the building. He gets in my car when the same
gentleman
as earlier must have C4'd this car as well. So I get my kill, but I'm immediately stunned and thermited by a
gentleman
named Esgoy. Don't be an Esgoy. And that's how I ruined my friendship with my friend Dudley. I was playing with my boy Duds super late at night when he hit me with the inevitable one more game. Of course I agreed to it, but I was super tired and a little bit loopy. And all I really wanted to do was mess around. So I decided to see how much he trusted me. You have all the faith?
Yeah, all the faith. 100%. I'm ready. Good one. Good. That was a good throw. Oh, my eye! Ah! My eye!
And that's, I played Call of Duty Vanguard, but instead of helping my team, I played a Bop It. Here's how it went.
No way the one kid on our team is playing Bop It. Dude, I can't hear with his Bop It crap. He's AFK playing Bop It.
No, one nigga playing Bop It and the other taking a shit. It's this, bro.
Pop it. Moving with the bomb. Twist it, yeah.
Bro, you have to play Bop It in order to win the round.
Twist it.
Yeah!
Check your gear. Pro Warzone tip number 2627. It's important to make sure that you do a daily check of all of your gear, from equipping the right grenades and attachments to inspecting your firearm for any issues. But most people forget to check their parachute. And if you're not careful and you don't check your chutes, you could end up like my friend Dudley.
Are you on top of the roof?
Yeah, they might.
Got you. Oh, there's a hole in my parachute.
So as you can see, it's important to the craziest and most stupid clip you will see all week. And it starts with this guy. You see, he didn't know I had my Wheaties this morning, so when he came at me, he didn't stand a chance. But this is just the beginning. I hop down to save my friend and sneeze on the other guy. I get the thirst. As I'm going to revive, I see this man. No, not me. Ray Charles behind me. Somehow this man didn't see me, so I was able to sneak out the back and plate up before hopping back in to fight. I swing for the fences and get one knocked, and this is where gets dumb. The heat of battle confuses me so bad. Stop! I got assassinated! What? Wait, I did I did the assassination, but I thought I was getting assassinated. And then this happened, which is the perfect end to everything you need to know about the new gas canister in Warzone. They're scattered around Caldera, and they're actually pretty damn cool. You can light one of these bad boys and send them to the top of a zip line to clear out the top to make your way up. But if you accidentally light one and keep it in your hands, it'll blow up, but it's not gonna kill you. And you can actually shoot them out of the hands of an enemy. And finally, whether it's lit or unlit, you can throw these puppies up to 18 meters. Follow for more. And that's like any other day. I finished making my bed, took care of my business, and grabbed my important notes off the table on my way out the door. I needed to run some errands, so I first headed off to a local breakfast stop. I saw the open sign in the window and I was about to head in, but I heard this weird footsteps and laughter behind me. And even worse, when I got inside, no one was behind the counter, so I couldn't get my Egg McMuffin. I looked around for a bit and everything seemed normal, but it turned eerie fast. The temperature dropped and it got really windy. And then I started seeing shadow puppets. They seemed friendly and I kind of enjoyed it at first, but then I kind of got too excited and it made my new friend really, really angry. So I said, "Screw you, ghost!" And he must have cursed me because I suddenly woke up in the morning and things to do in Verdansk before it goes away forever. With only a few days left, one of the best things you can do is actually help an old lady cross the street. And a lot of people don't know this, but actually while you do this, you can get your Boy Scout badge knocked out in the process. Great job there, kiddo. Now give us a big thumbs up for a job well done. How the specialist bonus curses friendships. About 6 months ago, I was playing with my friend Duds when he stabbed me in the back by stealing my specialist bonus. And it kind of went viral. Now fast forward to a few days ago, I was playing with my .25 KD friend Nick when I fumbled the bag again.
Here's a specialist bonus for you.
Nice, thanks buddy, you're the best. But you can have it if you want to. But I swear to God, if you f up this opportunity.
12 seconds later.
Oh, that was a big drop.
So that's, do you or someone you love rage like this when playing video games? What is that bullshit? Well, you are not alone. Scientists estimate that 2 out of every 3.5 gamers rage quit like this at some point in their life. But the good news is, now there's hope. With our patent pending 7-step process, we can help you beat off. That means we will be there for you, energize your life, help you attack your feelings, treat yourself right, offer yourself to the devil, feed on the souls of the weak. Finally, we'll help you build long-lasting friendships. Consider following, donating, or subbing today to help a loved one. Did you know that every hour, 13 keyboards and controllers lose their life to the disease known as rage quitting? Yikes. Hi, I'm Pip-Boy Fresh, and I'm your rage therapist. I've been helping people de-stress and de-rage for years. So for the low price of 1 sub or 1 follow today, I can help you de-rage. And if you don't believe me, listen to this testimonial from one of our most recent clients. I'm just very fortunate to be in the situation I am. I now have a whole new avenue for taking out my rage, and for that, I'm truly thankful. Hey guys, I tried out the Bullfrog on Rebirth. I got so many kills with it. It absolutely fried. I definitely found the new meta. Here are the attachments.
Don't forget to say follow for part 2.
What?
Say follow for part 2.
Follow for part 2. Just don't hurt me. Hey guys, with all of the recent weapon changes, I definitely found the new meta. Oh.
Hey, stick to the script.
The XM4 really dominates. I tried it out on Rebirth and it absolutely fried. I got my personal record. Here are the attachments. Why are you doing this? What do you want from me?
I want you to marry me.
Okay. Hey guys, I've been using the automaton in Warzone and I definitely think it's meta. It's really good. It's got a super fast fire rate and a lot of ammo, so it's really forgiving. Here are the attachments. How was that?
It was fine, but you have one more line.
Well, why are you doing this? When is this nightmare gonna end?
It's over when I say it's over. We need more views. Now say your line.
Follow for more. Let's break down this crazy 3v1 in arenas. I popped the Phoenix kit to make it an even fight. They had just revived the Gibby, so I know he didn't have any time to heal, so I down him easily. I hear one coming up from my left, and I do 14 more than 69. Now I decide to give her a warning shot, and then I arc star the stairs because escalators are just so much better. At this point, you're probably thinking there's no way in hell this man makes it out of this 2v1 because they're literally on top of him like two fat kids in a porta potty. But bing bang, shoot a couple ghosts, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. That's why you don't mess with a silver 4. No way! I was hanging out at work watching some SpongeBob when I heard my boss come in. I quickly turned it off, and sure enough, there he was. Now, he must have been in a bad mood because he immediately started taking shots at me. You're not a good worker. You're never on time. So, of course, I took offense to this and immediately shot back. You're a bad manager. You'll always smell like onions for some reason. I must have taken it too far because then he went to get the district manager. Now, she comes flying around the corner angry as hell. And then my manager again tries to pipe up, and I said, sit down, be quiet. She was shocked by my sudden outburst, and she called HR. HR comes to reprimand me, but they can't find me. And so I throw some hot fire at him. I tell him you never take the employee side, at which she fainted. The district manager comes back to try to save her, but I wasn't done with him either. So I told him, I'm putting in my 2 weeks, but first I'm gonna go collect my things at my desk. Where the best gun in Apex right now is the P2020. Well, at least in arenas. Let me explain. It's definitely a solid choice for round 1 since it's free and upgrading to purple only costs 250 hexagon monies. And that'll leave you 300 to plug and play later on. Upgraded to purple, it'll have 21 rounds in the clip and does 18 to the body and 23 to the head. And the fire rate is pretty good. So that's why I was playing some Apex arenas with my friends when someone on the other team wanted to play catch. But his teammate got jealous and he said, catch this. Not panicked because I knew I was doomed, but this isn't where my story ends. I crawled through the trenches to get back to my family. I had almost no life and only 3 bullets in the clip. Now I knew that they were coming from the other side. So I peeked and saw him rushing. Now I could lay down and take it, but I'm a content creator. I don't ever give up. So I had only one thing I could do. Hit my shots. I got the one over here, This last one's getting picked up. Let's go! So never give up on yourself and follow for more. My friend Duds is great at a lot of things, but sometimes callouts isn't one of them. We were playing some Apex, and in the early game, we were making some moves. I knocked this guy, so we swing to the left, and he decides to push. He gets knocked, and he tells me this.
Oh, she's almost hurt.
She's almost hurt? What is this? She's almost hurt.
I'm almost dead.
So as you can see, how to make new friends in Apex Legends. So I was playing some arenas with some of my good friends, and we noticed that on the other team, there was a solo Pathfinder. We rushed in, and I fired approximately 11 warning shots over his head before dealing 104 damage. And then I noticed he was being friendly. We chummed it up, we teabagged a little, and we dropped all of our gear. And what happens next might surprise you. The care package came down from the sky, and I picked up a peacekeeper, you know, to keep the peace. I aimed at him to tell him that he was safe and that I would never harm him.
Oh, God.
Why Mirage is the best legend right now. With Warzone quickly dying, a lot of that fan base has made their way into Apex Legends. And that means there's gonna be a lot more inexperienced users falling for Mirage's decoys. I'm usually pretty smart, and I shot at one 3 times in the matter of 10 seconds.
That's the decoy, I'm an idiot. That's the decoy again. I don't want to talk about it.
So moral of the story, be Mirage, take advantage of this while you can. And that's, I was looking up Canadian accents on my stream, and I tried doing a YouTube search, but this happened. Okay, see, what the hell? Why aren't there, okay, guys, if I do this. So what happened was I hit the wrong keyboard, and it ended his stream. What do you think is smarter, the Akinator app that can guess anything, or this 20 questions game from 2003? I put them head to head to see which one could guess a nuclear bomb. Is it an electronic device?
Probably, right? It has to have some sort of electricity. Is it taller than a man? How big is a nuclear bomb? Yes, it's taller than a man. Can it be autographed? That's the question. Is it beautiful? Well, I don't know if I would describe it as beautiful. Is it a thermonuclear bomb? Yes, it is. Akinator gets it. 18 questions. Let's see if our 20 questions device can do the exact same thing and get the nuclear bomb. Is it heavy? Yes, they are quite heavy, but not heavier than your mom. Does it have a hard outer shell? Yes. And inside, it's just nothing but cream filling. Okay, it says, I'm thinking it's... Can this 20 questions game from 2003 correctly guess the Warzone anti-cheat? It'll ask you up to 20 questions to try to figure out what you are thinking of. Is it an animal? No. Would you use it in the dark? I'm gonna say yes because the rose skin is completely blacked out, so we're gonna say yes. Is it smaller than a loaf of bread? It's kind of an arbitrary question. Question 13. Is it multicolored? I'm gonna say unknown. I have no idea. Can you enjoy it? I would absolutely say yes. Would you give it as a gift? Technically, I think it could be a gift to the entire community. It says, I'm thinking it's a computer game. That's a W for this thing. Can this 20 questions game from 2003 correctly guess World War II? The 20 questions god's gonna ask us 20 questions to find out what we're thinking of. Do you hold it when you use it? No, it's war. You can't hold war. I mean, ooh. I might have just thought of something. Would you give it as a gift? I think I would give it as a gift to my enemies. 5, we're already on question 5, chat. Does it have a hard outer shell? No. I don't think it's gonna get it this time, guys. Question 7, is it used in travel? People travel because of the war. Chat, would you guys say that it's used in travel, though? Can you switch it on and off? I don't think it's thinking in like the metaphorical sense. I think it's literally thinking like, is it a mechanical device? I'm thinking, I've got it. Is it a war? That is so close, I'm gonna have to give it to it.
Is it possible to beat the Akinator, the app that can think of anything? Let's find out while I try to get it to guess actor Shia LaBeouf. Question 1, is your character real? Yeah, he's a real dude. Is your character American? Yeah, he's American, right? I don't know, is he American? Where was he born? American actor, there we go. Is your character an actor? This is the question that we were waiting for. Obviously, this is a yes, but they might be able to get it within like the next 5 guesses. The question is, has your character killed people? Well, he's only killed people with his charming good looks. I say that because I look like him. Okay, guys, we're already on question 21, and I don't know if it's honing in on exactly who this is. Is your character a policeman or detective? He's an actor. You already know this. Can it not guess real people? Okay, it says, I think of... Is this even a real person? The Akinator is an app that is so smart it can guess anything. But what will it guess when you randomly pick all of your answers? Starting off with an animal today, boys. Is your animal a pet? I mean, you would think like yes or no would probably be a logical option. But we're gonna go probably, like a bear. Like, no, it's not a pet, but probably someone has a bear out there. You feel me? Question 3, has your animal got 4 legs? This is, again, something you would think that would be straightforward, but for the sake of confusing this damn thing, we're gonna say, I don't know, can your animal be found in different colors? Or couleurs, as the Brits probably say. Yeah, it's like a rainbow, it's a peacock. It's a rainbow colored animal. Is your animal from hell? I'm gonna say probably not. I mean, cats might have originated from hell, so probably not. Is it gonna guess already? It's gonna be, oh my God, it guessed already.